Hi friends, here we are today. I'm back with my reluctant husband. If you're wondering why he's reluctant today, it's because it's time for the Almond Bowl. It's Almond Bowl 1, so don't be shocked if you haven't heard about it before. How much have you heard about it, husband?
I've heard a lot that we're having it.
So in Almond Bowl 1, you can also call it Almond Bowl 2020. I don't judge. You can use either name.
You're going to judge a lot, but that's okay.
Well, no, he's judging. I'm just recording the scores.
Okay.
So we did a Doritos taste test, and that had to do with discerning which flavor Doritos his mom used in her cheese ball, which we think we figured out. And then we moved on to combos because we heard how awesome they were and how many flavors they had. And so we tried a bunch of them, and we decided he really doesn't want to eat combos. So my son and I looked into some healthier snacks, and we came up with almonds. I know he prefers cashews, but it turns out cashews don't come in as many flavors as almonds do.
True. Almonds are much more popular for flavoring.
They are. I don't know why that is myself. I don't know. I have no idea why. So if you're on the almond board, please let us know that. So we went to our local Sprouts Organic Market and got a variety of flavored almonds. And we actually had to make a run to the organic.
I did not. I have no
No,
clue
he has no idea what's in here. And my son and I had to make another run to the organic section of our local market because we were missing just a couple things that we were pretty sure existed. So we've divided Almond Bowl. If you're wondering how it works like a normal normal football league. It's totally like a normal almond.
Nothing normal here, people.
It's just like every other Almond Bowl I've ever been a part of.
Okay.
You're not going to watch these videos until they're all done, right?
Sure.
Okay. Then, you close your eyes for a second. I will show you all. See, there's two different leagues. There is the Easter League and the Maccabean League. So the Easter League only has 4 teams. And so we're going to start with one game from that one. And then we've got 2 over here from the Maccabean League. And then we'll get down to our different playoff games. So we don't know how it's going to go. He doesn't know the difference between the Easter League and the Maccabean League. You can open your eyes.
Thank you.
He doesn't know the difference between the Maccabean League and the Easter League yet. I think it'll become really apparent really quick. So you may have your own ideas. If you do, guess amongst yourselves. You can have, some game on your own there as to whether you're going to guess these right. Here's a hint, the Maccabean League. This is our symbol.
Don't look at me. I don't know. I've given up trying.
Okay, I'm going to give you their league mottos and see if that helps you.
Okay.
The Easter League says, sugarcoat it. And the Maccabean League says, stay salty, because what else would they say?
Savory versus sweet?
Yeah, it's basically well, sort of. He's super, super close. Not quite there. You may have guessed it up yourself there. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to stop for a second, change our outfits out for the first game. The first game is going to be from the
Wardrobe change.
The first game is going to be in the Easter League. It is going to be between the second and third randomly seeded teams. So keep on the edge of your seats. We're going to be right back and start with the Easter League.
And when you all figure it out, let me know, please.
We're back. We're psyched for the Easter League games.
Uh-huh.
The suspense is actually killing him as to why the leagues have those names and what flavors he's going to eat. And a little disclaimer here. We did not pick any flavors that we outright knew he would not like. So there's no dark chocolate and nothing with coconut. Those were the 2 things that we used to exclude teams from this tournament.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so it's time for the blindfold. I really feel like
I'm blind now, but they need the blindfold.
Here on the shirts. Oh, also, if you want any of this awesome swag, send me money. I will make some for you. What? I make nothing from these videos, so.
I just saw the googly eyes on the blindfold. And they wonder why I'm the reluctant husband.
No, I will tell you, I did not go to the store to get these. Remember, we started to go to the store, and I was like, no, I'm not going to spend money on eyes. And then I might have remembered that I had some in my vacation.
So do they actually shake?
Yeah, a little bit. They're not
Right.
not great, but a little bit, yeah.
I can hear them.
Don't do that. That's disturbing. They're in my vacation Bible camp swag bag. Stop that! You're making me sick. Oh my goodness, this is too much. I didn't know how much fun you would have with those.
I can't see it.
In all fairness, I looked at different sleep masks like that were unicorns and things, but that seemed too much.
Now you're regretting that, aren't you?
I kind of am. Okay.
My job is done.
I have a sign here, which you can't see because you're blindfolded. So, shoo! Here it. Oh my gosh, does it show up at all?
Are these Wile E. Coyote signs?
No, I wrote them on white paper, but it's written so lightly. I don't know if you can actually see who the competition is. Can you see? Oh, there you go. Now you can see what game it is. Okay. And so we're going to pull up here this number versus this number. You can't even know the numbers. It might give it away, and I don't want you to remember stuff. I will tell you that if he guesses the flavor right, I may let him call them by name. I may. I haven't 100%. The rules are still a tiny bit up for debate.
So I'm the player and the judge, but I have no clue what I'm doing. Sounds about right for most leagues these days.
Okay, you're going to be eating almonds, which is not what most leagues do this day. Okay, so here is the first one for you to try. Just hold it up to the camera a little bit so they can see what it is. They can tell the difference between these two. Okay, got it?
It's coated.
Well, use your descriptive words. Those are adjectives for kids playing along at home.
It tastes like milk chocolate over the almond.
Okay, that was not an adjective.
It's got a hard shell on top, and then it gets creamy as you push into it. Don't even really get the nutty flavor of it. It's kind of overwhelmingly chocolate. Milk chocolate, so it's on the lighter side. It's not a heavy cocoa taste, so definitely tastes like more of like a milk chocolatey taste.
Okay, do you want another one of those?
Pretty creamy.
Do you want another one?
I'll try one.
Okay. Oh wait, that one might not even have a nut in it. It was so little.
Not a real hard shell on top. You kind of push down into the creaminess of the, what I'm guessing is milk chocolate. You hit the crunch of the nut at that point. You get a little bit of salt as you hit into the nut. But the coating is very definitely the overwhelming flavor versus the almond itself. And I'm still stuck on kind of a milk chocolate, a rather sweet version of it.
Okay. Do you need a glass of water?
Yes, please.
Can you drink from I have a sippy cup lid if you need it. Better not ruin that microphone. They could be expensive.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Trying to learn from the professional Diane, so it's just water this time.
Okay. Are you ready?
Sure. This is the second one, correct?
Well, yeah, but
So again, you got a coating on it. Not. I was expecting more seasonings, etc. So the coating has caught me off guard.
It's the Easter League.
Mm.
You getting the Easter League now?
Mm-hmm. A stronger flavor. Again, kind of creamy till you get to the nut, so the texture is very similar. It's a familiar flavor, and I can't quite place it. It's not really cherry. It's a fruitish type flavor in my mind, but I can't.
Oh, you have a second one. You might be able to get it on the second one.
It lingers in your mouth, so I'm still trying to.
As a side note, I really can't eat almonds myself. I have Crohn's disease.
She does that all the time with these tastings. I can't eat them.
I know. But I can chop them up and make nut butters out of them. So I'm really considering this. I mean, it'd be a fun little snack, like a little kind of like fudge for normal people.
Again, it's more of a fruit type flavor. I'm just having a hard time placing it. Again, similar texture in that it's creamy when you bite down and hit the nut, etc. The salt definitely adds a little bit in both of them. The first one, again, tastes more like a milk chocolate, something you're kind of used to, everyday type thing. This has got a brighter, it brings a little bit more brightness to it. Actually, you know what? It's going to sound odd to think cherry versus lemon, but there actually may be a touch of lemon in it. Because there's a brightness that comes to it. And I don't think I could eat as many of the second one, but for just having a couple, the second one's actually the better one. Just kind of this brightness to it.
You've got to pick a winner.
I'm going to go with the second one just because it was kind of the brightness to it. I need the water, please. Sorry.
Oh.
It just went down wrong.
It's fine. I have to disguise and hide these.
So I have to wait weeks to figure out what these all are, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna have to remember what the early losers tasted like.
It's not going to be weeks for you. We might film a bunch off and on, and then just separate them out time wise.
Still a week. I might have to remember what the losers taste like. Okay.
Oops.
This is definitely better than the combos one.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was like, what's wrong? Oh, never mind. He's shaking his eyeballs at us again. Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to know what this looks like at all till all the audience members do as well.
Okay, so I need to record.
If you get a bunch of thumbs down, I apologize now.
I don't think I will. Now, I just need to record this result super quick, so amuse the people with your antics.
Yes, I went with the lumberjack with the googly eyes. I'm not quite sure what that sounds like. A bad horror film startup, but...
Okay, so we're getting excited for game two. Now, game two is actually game one if you're in a Maccabean League fan. So we're going to have to pause and change out our outfits.
Uniforms.
And again, if you want these uniforms, let me know. I'll totally sell you this one. We'll make you some fresh just for you of these high quality Walmart shirts that I hand painted, handcrafted right there.
Costs more for the electricity for the fans to run to dry them.
Probably. Okay, friends, we'll be right back with the first game of the Maccabean League. Stay on the edge of your seat.